Your first time in Budapest? Let me help you. Budapest has so many attractions that it can be overwhelming to decide how to tackle the most important sites. Don't worry. To help you plan your visit, I've created this Budapest itinerary with the best things to see and do in the city. If you want to take it easy, but have the full experience, this is the perfect plan for you. Budapest is divided into two parts by the Danube, Buda and Pest. They used to be two different cities and were united only in 1873. Buda is now the classier and more residential side of the city, with lavish homes on its hillsides, as well as a castle area with top museums. Pest is home to many offices, banks, but also major sites. Its downtown area, District 5, is the best place to stay as it is the center, from where you can easily reach all the action. Let's start day 1 with the Buda side of the city, in the Castle Hill. Not only is this the most charming area of the city, but this is where you have the best panoramic views of Pest city side and the Danube. The cheapest and easiest way to get up the hill is taking the number 16 bus from Diak Ferenc Square. Many tourists also like the funicular from the bottom of the hill, Clark Adams Square, but the queues are often long and it is more expensive. You can also walk from the Buda side of the chain bridge through Clark Adams Square. It only takes 15 minutes. Buda Castle is not really a castle, rather a collection of museums and residential homes in old cobblestone streets with a charming medieval atmosphere. The amazing combination of stunning architecture, beautiful art, and the centuries of history enclosed within its walls is what makes the Buda Castle so worth to visit. Let me give you my local tips what you have to see in the castle area. Start with Matthias Church. Budapest's neoclassical cathedral is one of the most sacred Catholic churches in all of Hungary. Many of Hungary's kings were crowned here, and the church is home to important tombs and ecclesiastical treasures. The church takes its name from the famous Hungarian king Matthias, who ruled from 1458–90, well known as a patron of the arts, and revered for reconstructing the Hungarian state after years upon years of feudal anarchy. Don't forget to admire the roof, which is decorated with amazingly colorful Basilica tiles. Check opening time, ticket prices, and purchase on the church's official website. The Fisherman's Bastion. This is one of the most famous monuments because of the unparalleled panorama of Budapest from its neo-Romanesque observation decks. The main facade of the Fisherman's Bastion, parallel to the Danube, is about 140 meters long, so you can enjoy the view while taking a short walk. Its spire-like stone towers symbolize the 7 Hungarian squatters. The name dates back to the Middle Ages, when this part of the castle wall was protected by a guild of fishermen. It has been part of the Budapest World Heritage Sites since 1987, as part of the Buda Castle district. The Fisherman's Bastion is open all day in autumn and winter, but in spring and summer, you have to buy a ticket for certain times of the day. Local tip: it can get incredibly busy throughout the day due to its popularity. Try to get there early morning around 8–8:30 a.m. before the tour groups arrive to see it without the crowds. Buda Palace. The Buda Castle area is also home to the historical palace complex of the Hungarian kings in Budapest. It was first completed in 1265. Along the years, several monarchs extended and decorated the buildings. During the Turkish occupation, 15th and 16th century, the palace suffered major damages. The renovations started in 1715, but the main restoration and rebuilding was completed in the early 1900s. Today it is home to a number of cultural institutes, including 2 museums, the Hungarian National Gallery, largest public collection of fine art in Hungary, and the Budapest History Museum. To finish your first day Buda tour, you can also explore the labyrinth cave system under the Buda Castle district as you learn about the history and unique geology of the caverns. The chain bridge. Let's start the second day with just a short stroll from Diak Square, Pest side of the Danube at Chain Bridge. Inaugurated in 1849, that first connected the two cities. Szechenyi Chain Bridge is the official name of the bridge, named after the man who conceived the idea and brought it to life. István Szechenyi was a politician and a writer, and is remembered today as the greatest Hungarian. The chain bridge with its iconic lion statues is one of Budapest's most famous landmarks. There is a widespread legend in Budapest about the lions on the chain bridge. Years after the bridge opened, people began claiming the lions had no tongues. The rumors spread quickly and became part of local lore. In reality, the sculpted tongues do exist, just not easily visible from street level. Look from above or up close and you can spot them. The Hungarian Parliament Building. Nestled right up against the Danube, Hungary's Georgios Parliament building is known as one of the most beautiful in the world. Today, it is the 4th largest parliament in the world, built to commemorate the 1000th anniversary of the founding of the Hungarian state, based on the designs of architect Imre Steindl. No expense was spared during the construction work, so about 40 kilo of 23-karat gold was used. Opened in 1902, it was the tallest building in Hungary until 2022. Inside, you'll view the iconic Hungarian crown and royal jewels, and explore the maze of chambers while learning about the building's history. If you'd like to take a tour inside the building, you'll need to book a tour at least a few days in advance on the official website. My local tip: even if you have time tickets, make sure you arrive a bit earlier, as queues are often long. St. Stephen's Basilica. Exactly the same height as the Parliament building, 96 meter tall, St. Stephen's Basilica is remarkably beautiful and ornate. Greek cross layout adorned with mosaics, paintings, sculptures, and stained glass, accommodating up to 8,000 people during ceremonies. Named after Hungary's founding monarch, King Stephen, the basilica also cradles a relic, the Holy Right Hand, preserved in the treasury. Be sure you also climb the tower for its gorgeous views. There's a lift if you don't fancy the steep flight of 364 stairs. The basilica is not only a religious site, but doubles as a cultural hub, hosting concerts and events as well as weddings. You can book a concert here. The square in front of the basilica, adorned with geometrically patterned cobblestones, is often used for events. In winter, it transforms into an Advent wonderland. Budapest Eye. I hope you have not had enough incredible views of Budapest yet, because just a short stroll away from St. Stephen's Basilica sits the Budapest Eye. The largest Ferris wheel of the country takes you to 65-meter high to enjoy the view. Did you know that Budapest has the largest synagogue in Europe? The large synagogue in Dohány Street is not only the largest in Europe, but must be the most beautiful one as well. It was built in the 1800s, borrowing Moorish styles from North Africa and Spain. While you explore this architectural masterpiece, you can also learn about Jewish history. The synagogue is still primarily a place of worship, but also hosts cultural events and concerts. It is open on weekdays and closed on Saturdays and Jewish holidays. Time flies with this amazing itinerary. We're on day 3. Let's kick off at DX Square, stroll down Andrassy Avenue, or hop the yellow M1 if you're tired. Our first stop, the Hungarian State Opera. Let's go. The Hungarian Opera House is one of the city's grandest sights, built in neo-Renaissance style with Baroque details. Statues of Franz Liszt and Ferenc Erkel welcome you out front. Daily guided tours in several languages let you soak in those gorgeous interiors. Its rich decoration shows off its prestige: the marble foyer and staircase, silk walls, inlaid salon floors, and that glowing red-gold auditorium. The murals and frescoes shine above, and the horseshoe 3-story hall delivers a breathtaking experience. The serene ceiling frescoes and magnificent bronze chandelier are an unforgettable combo. Heroes Square, Budapest's grand ceremonial heart. At Andrassy Avenue's end rises Heroes Square, built for the 1896 millennium. The central column lifts Archangel Gabriel, while the sweeping colonnades honor the nation's leaders and the 7 Magyar chieftains. Flanked by the Museum of Fine Arts and the Kunsthalle, the square hosts festivals, parades, and concerts. Come at golden hour for stunning photos. Next stop, City Park's Szechenyi Thermal Bath. Fed by hot springs since the 1913 opening, Szechenyi is Budapest's spa icon. Soak in the steaming outdoor pools, try the saunas and steam rooms, and watch locals play floating chess. There are 18 pools, wellness treatments, and evening spa parties. Book tickets online to skip lines and bring a towel or rent on site. Finished early or have extra time? Great, let's add a few more adventures. Take tram 47 or 49 to Fővámtér for the perfect starting point. Now the Citadel on Gellert Hill, a calm green escape. If the climb feels long, ride bus 27 from Móricz Zsigmond Körtér to the top. Built by the Habsburgs after the 1848-49 War of Independence, the fortress later became a symbol of freedom. The Liberty statue, a woman raising a palm leaf, has watched over Budapest since 1947, welcoming you to the skyline. From here, the UNESCO panorama unfolds: Buda Castle, Parliament, bridges, Pest, and the Buda Hills. Stay for sunset as the city lights glow, pure Budapest magic. And don't forget the Central Market Hall. Designed by Samu Pech beside today's Liberty Bridge, it opened in 1897 and quickly became the city's bustling trading heart. Its popularity with locals and visitors has never faded. For visitors, the Great Market Hall is unmissable. Over the decades, it's welcomed illustrious guests, and in 2013, CNN Travel named it Europe's best and most beautiful market, beating even La Boqueria. Its 10,000 square meter roof gleams with Zolnay tiles, the same style as Matthias Church, while the ironwork inside is stunning. Browse groceries and pick up paprika on the ground floor, then head upstairs for souvenirs and delicious prepared foods. I hope you have a great time in Budapest with this plan. Subscribe for more amazing city guides to come on at Laura Guides.